guys, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Happy 2021. Today I am going to be sharing my goals for the new year. I treat them more like goals rather than resolutions because frankly, I never keep up with any resolutions. So I am a super, goal-oriented, results-oriented person. So I think for me, setting goals are really healthy and they help keep me motivated throughout the year to accomplish what I want to. I don't think it needs to be a brand new year for you to start setting new goals for yourself. You can literally start them at any time, but I like to do a fresh set every year and then I actually reevaluate my goals every month. I do a separate journal entry every month, kind of evaluating where I'm at with my goals. Do I still want to keep this as a goal for myself? Do I think this goal is still realistic? Is this goal causing me more stress than anything, and kind of stuff like that? So I have my list in my journal right here that I'm going to go through with you guys. I'm not going to share every single goal that I have just because I do want to keep some of them personal to me, but I did break them up into 4 categories. So I did school goals, personal goals, social media goals, and then mental health goals for this year. So let's just jump into them. So starting off with my goals for school this year, they're kind of all things that I expect to happen, so it'll be nice to check them all off. But my first goal is to finish my last clinical rotation. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm an accelerated bachelor's of nursing student, so this is my 2nd degree, and I will be in my last semester this coming semester that starts later this month. And I only have 1 more class and clinical rotation left. So my goal is to finish my last clinical rotation. My other goal is to graduate nursing school. Then I have pass my NCLEX and get my first nursing job. So hopefully all of those things will happen this year, but I'm really excited for my last semester and to kind of see where this whole nursing career takes me. Moving into my social media goals, I actually just started my YouTube channel in March of 2020, so I haven't even been on YouTube for a full year yet, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I've been doing this for so long, but it's really inspired me to get more into social media and to put more time and effort into both YouTube and my Instagram. So I do have some specific number goals that I want to reach, but those I will not be sharing because I just want to keep those to myself. But some of the ones that I do want to share with you guys is I do hope to continue, or my goal is to continue uploading 2 videos per week here on this channel, whether they're vlogs or more sit-down videos like this. I love vlogging for you guys. I did Vlogmas last month, so if you haven't checked that out yet, definitely check out Vlogmas. I had so much fun vlogging every day for 25 days for you guys. But yeah, I really like vlogging. I hope to do more of that this year. So definitely let me know what you want to see from me this year so I can meet my goal of 2 uploads per week. Kind of going along with that, I want to make sure that I'm posting on Instagram at least once a week, separate from my stories. I'm on my stories all the time. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's always linked down below. Definitely follow me over there. But I want to make sure I'm posting to my feed at least once a week just to keep active on there and build up some engagement and really kind of focus on growing my Instagram as well as my YouTube this year. And then my last social media goal is I want to start posting on TikTok. I want to kind of come up with some cool, fun TikTok videos to post because I love watching TikToks, but I'm not sure that I'm cool enough or trendy enough yet. So we'll see. I want to at least dabble in that for the new year and just try some new things out, kind of get out of my comfort zone in terms of social media because I had so much fun doing it in 2020 that I really want to take it more seriously and just try more things on it in 2021. In terms of my personal goals, I've deemed them, which are more just things I want to do for myself. I want to do more hair stuff. I want to get into hair more. I started to get really into hair at the end of the year when I kind of chopped all my hair off, which I feel like it's grown so much. I just said that in the last video too, but I feel like it's grown so much just like looking at myself in the viewfinder. But anyway, I want to learn how to do my hair more. I want to try out new styles, new tools, new techniques, stuff like that, because I just think that that would be fun for me. I'm super into like skincare and makeup and all of that. So I kind of want to expand that hobby into hair as well. I also want to really make an effort to work out at least 2 times per week. I have an Orange Theory membership that allows me to go to 2 classes per week. So if I keep that membership, that goal should be relatively easy for me to maintain. I work out because I love the way it makes me feel both physically and mentally. So I guess this could have been under my mental health goals as well, but working out is so good for you and so good for me. I love working out. You know, I don't do it to lose weight necessarily or for how I look. Those are all just like bonuses for me, but it really just helps overall with my well-being. So I really want to make sure that I keep up with that 2 per week this year. Kind of going along with working out and just having healthier habits, I want to try and drink at least 50 ounces of water a day this year. I talked about this in my 2020 favorites video, but I've heard over and over again that a good goal for water intake is about half of your body weight in ounces. So 50 ounces seems like a good starting place for me. If I drink more, great, but I want to keep it to like a 50-ounce minimum every day. One of my main personal goals for this year is to not impulse buy. I would love to blame it on the fact that I'm an Aries and I'm just can be very impulsive by nature, but I think part of it is because I do YouTube now. I feel this pressure to constantly be hauling things and showing you what I'm buying, and while I love filming hauls and I do buy a lot anyway, I really want to make sure that the things I'm buying this year are things that I'm going to use and that things that I need, really. Like, of course, I want to buy things that I want, but if it's something that I just want, I want to wait at least 24 hours before I actually buy it after adding it to my cart. Because if I want it after 24 hours, then I probably actually do want it, and it's not so much of an impulse buy anymore. I feel like I've spent a lot of money impulsively last year, especially because I had a job for part of the year and wasn't just a student. And I took advantage of that and spent a lot of money that I definitely didn't need to be spending. Kind of going along with money, as I've mentioned, I'm a grad student, so I don't have an income really. I have a work study job that I make like $10 a week from sometimes, but I don't make that much money from that. But once I do start a full-time nursing job, hopefully towards the end of the year, I really want to make a conscious effort to start budgeting my money better. So that's more of a later in the year goal, but I know that that's something I wanted to do, so I added it to my list already. Wrapping up my personal goals section, I have 3 different reading goals that I want to do this year. I got really into reading again last year. I've loved reading forever, but kind of fell off the wagon a little bit in 2019. So in 2020, I really picked up reading again. I read 58 books, at least according to my Goodreads. I might have read more, but 58 books on Goodreads last year. And so my goal for this year is 50 books, because with the end of school and studying for the NCLEX and stuff, I don't know how much I'll physically have the time to read, but I want to read 50 books. I want to make sure I'm reading for at least 15 minutes every day, even if it's 15 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes before bed, because it really does help like clear my mind. So I guess this one also could have been a mental health goal, but reading is really good for me. I really like reading, so 15 minutes a day for reading. And then I am actually doing this alphabet book challenge that I saw on an Instagram account that I follow. I believe the Instagram account is It's the Rad Reads or It's Rad Reads, something like that. I will leave it linked down below for you guys. But basically the idea is to read a book that the title starts with every single letter of the alphabet, except for there's like 3 letters that the letter just has to be a part of the title. It doesn't have to start with that letter. So I think that that will be really fun for me, and it'll help me make progress towards that goal of 50 books by the end of the year. And I just think it'll be kind of fun to explore new books with different titles and stuff. So finishing up with my mental health goals for the year, I just have a couple because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself in terms of mental health, but I want to journal at least 3 times a week, even if it's just a few sentences here or there or like a list or something. I want to make sure I'm putting pen to paper 3 times a week. Now, 3 times a week probably doesn't sound like that much, but journaling for me is kind of hit or miss. I really like journaling when I'm in a good headspace, but I really hate journaling when I'm not in a good headspace. I feel like sometimes it stresses me out more to journal when I'm already stressed. So 3 times a week feels like a really healthy starting place for me. If I want to do more, great. If I don't want to do more, great. Just kind of leave it up to how I'm feeling that week, as long as I get 3 entries in per week. Also, at the very end of 2020, I downloaded this anxiety app. I don't want to recommend it yet until I actually try it, but they have like this anxiety fighting course on there. So I want to try that, see if I can build more coping strategies. So I want to complete that course over the course of the year. I don't know exactly how long it is, but I want to complete it sometime this year. And of course, once I finish it, I will report back to you guys to let you know if I liked it. And then my last mental health goal and just kind of last goal of 2021 is to continue with therapy for the rest of this year. I don't think that will be a hard goal for me to achieve because I love my therapist, but I want to make sure that I really do stick with it this year. Even if I do end up moving for a job when I graduate, I don't know where I'm going to end up working as a nurse. I hope to stay in Philly, but who knows with the pandemic what hiring situations are going to be like. So if I do move, I want to make sure that I find a new therapist in my new location and stick with it as consistently as possible, even though my location might not be super consistent this year. So those are all of my goals for 2021. Let me know what some of your goals are down below. I would love to hear them. I love to get inspired from other people's goals and help cheer you on for the new year. And make sure you're following me on Instagram, where I'm going to be posting a lot more about my book challenges and stuff like that, if you guys are curious to keep up with all of that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!